Oh, I remember. She was like on the counter, the sink counter, and it was like
the
that.
sink.
Oh, wow.
Demonstrate with Joe real quick.
No.
Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys. If you do not know this, members of our Patreon are able to communicate with us on the Discord server where they can suggest anything, they can ask us questions, and we may or may not make videos of them, but sometimes we do in cases like this. Cheeky, one of our friends in the Discord, asked us this question. If you are not comfortable sharing, it is okay. And some of us may have partially shared this in the past, but maybe Cheeky wasn't there for that. So we're gonna share what it was like when we lost our virginity.
Well,
Oh yeah, I did.
none of your f***ing business.
It's okay if you're still a virgin, Kalyne. You can just say that.
Dude, I lost my virginity in a club.
At a club?
At a club. I'm not gonna
Are you
say
Usher?
where.
The Burger King Kids Club?
No, like a nightclub. In like a bathroom.
What was the age?
I was 20.
Damn.
I think I was 20.
And how old was the other guy?
What other guy? What other guy are you?
Stop.
You were 20 at a club? Was this already periodics?
Yeah,
This was like after ABDC for you?
right after.
Oh.
Like fresh after.
Dang, ABDC changed your life.
Changed, bro.
He became a rock
I
star.
kind of just was like young and dumb, and I didn't really know, like, you know.
Was she also a virgin?
Bro, I don't even know
Damn,
who
you
it
guys
was.
weren't even, like,
It was like a
close?
random hookup, dude. Yeah.
Random, you met her at the club?
Yep.
And walk us through how it went from the club.
It went from dancing to making out to, hey, let's go somewhere. Like, oh, I know where we can go.
Boys' bathroom?
No, it was like a private like area.
Boys' bathroom.
Yeah, and so
Oh.
yeah, but I still had I had a condom and everything, so I knew.
You had
what
a
we were supposed to
condom?
do. Well, I always have them when I travel, just in case.
Damn.
As a virgin? In case the other guy does that one.
Raw dog, brown body.
But because I knew.
I ain't sucking raw dick.
I think it's because I was like, dude, come on, man.
That's the best reaction. Dude, come on. Wait, so...
Cat, I'm listening. Don't worry about
It
that.
basically happened, and then I was like, whoa, I can't believe this just happened.
Wait, what position was it?
Dude, it was probably, oh, I remember she was like on the counter, the sink counter, and it was like
The
that.
sink.
Oh.
Demonstrate with Joe real quick.
That's hard.
No. No.
That's like hardcore though. That's like you went straight from like innocent virgin to all of a sudden you're having a one night stand.
I will say,
Yeah.
dude, I will say though, because
That's
of that
hardcore.
time,
That's hardcore.
I was like not really like aware of what I was doing.
Wait, were you
Not-
high or
no.
drunk? Say it was non-consensual?
No. It was. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like, it was a time where I kind of just like lived in the moment, where I wasn't like.
So you're a
really-
impulsive young kid.
Like
yeah.
I wasn't really thinking about like what's gonna happen after or anything. I was just like, oh, this is fun. Let's just do this and then
You didn't have
whatever.
Catholic guilt?
Like I didn't think about it, and then
He's Catholic.
and then later on, like when I stopped, I guess when I stopped partying as much because everything started to die down, I look back and I go, damn, dude, I was really reckless.
But in
Like,
this moment, so like, let's walk through the details. How did she talk you in? Was there any verbal like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Was there any discussion at all?
honestly, I don't remember it that well.
Was she like,
Yeah.
oh, you want ABDC?
No, I don't. No, definitely not.
Oh.
But yeah, it was like one of those moments where
No,
we were just
dude.
like, let's just go with the flow.
Do you remember what she looked like?
No.
When-
Dude.
Do you remember what ethnicity she
It was
was?
dark. It was dark.
It was dark. Dang, don't talk to black people
Cat,
like
don't
that.
say anymore. You're digging yourself a hole.
Actually dark, like in the club.
What was she? Was she Asian at least?
I think so. Yeah.
You don't even know which Asian.
Dude, I don't know which Asian.
Holy shit, Ken! You never saw her again after post nut?
to me. Like a complete stranger.
Did she have short hair and a deep voice?
No.
She might have been in your crew.
No.
Wait, so after
Was she named Charles?
after you guys did the deed, you just parted ways and you never saw her again?
After, it was funny because everybody came upstairs to where we were at, and then they were knocking on the bathroom door, and then I was like, oh shit, we should probably stop, and then everything like went back to normal. We left, and then it was me and the guys, and then I don't know wherever the other girl went, and then I told the guys, I was like, guys, I think I just lost my virginity, and then they were like, yeah, and I was like, oh man, I don't know, it kind of feels funny because
Did
like
you
I didn't
bust?
expect it to happen, huh?
Did you bust?
No, definitely not, because
How
it
can you
wasn't like
not?
because it was my first time.
No, I
I
mean
didn't
like,
know like.
wouldn't you just want to finish somewhere?
No, because it got interrupted.
Oh, you got scared.
It got interrupted.
Because it was your first time. Were you fucking hyped or were you fucking hyped? You know what I mean?
I don't know what that means, but
Like, were you limping because you were scared or were you fucking
Too
hyped?
excited that you couldn't get hard.
it was definitely hard. But it wasn't like
That's good.
It was
hard
more of
summer
like,
fest.
It was kind of like those moments where it was like I kind of like what's going on, but I also don't. I'm not really sure of how I feel yet because it's so new. Yeah, and so. But then I was also buzzed too, so I was like, "Oh shit! Like, is this really happening? Like, okay."
So somewhere out there,
Yeah.
there's a girl that doesn't know that she took your virginity. She has no idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's very unique.
She probably just thought, oh, I did it with a rock star. And then she didn't realize she just took his
Yeah,
virginity.
because to me, we're just like, wow, we're having so much fun, we're vibing, we're just doing stuff. So I was like, yeah, this feels right. But then when I look back, I'm like, damn, I was just being really reckless.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're having fun.
Not really, because you used the condom.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, like
That's pretty.
I think we were like aware of what was gonna happen, so we're like, okay.
Very responsible. You used
Yeah.
the you were
least you
you had a
used a
condom.
condom.
Yeah.
When I went on tour with these guys, they were like Justin Bieber.
Oh man.
Everybody was like, Parionics!
Oh yeah.
Whoa! Remember that? When we went to the tour, like, they were
Even when we did
megastars.
shows and they were there, that was how it was.
Parionics!
But
oh God!
it didn't happen as much as you thought it would. It was like, yeah, they liked us, but then it wasn't like anything happened all the time. You know what I mean? It was very rare, I feel like, for stuff like that to happen.
Yeah.
Because for me, once it happened that one time, I'm like, oh shit, like, is it gonna happen again? And then, like, eventually some shows that were super hype and we had a lot of people just like hanging with us all the time, of course it would happen here and there, but then after a while it was just like, I feel like maybe we should like slow down on this or something, because I started to feel like this is not really who I want to be. You know what I mean? Just sleeping with like just random hookups.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah, that's
too
true.
much. He goes, I can't, guys. Too much pussy.
I'm running out of condoms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the condom is pretty. That's very responsible. All right, we have. I don't think we ever heard from Subin on how he lost his virginity.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about that.
Oh wait, yeah, we did.
I think we did.
What was his name?
Her name was, can't say it just in case. But yeah.
In case what?
We did talk about it. Zimmer Joe, right?
Yeah.
What did you?
But what about the time that you lost it to a guy? Like, you lost it to a girl, but you also lost it to a guy. But what about that time?
Let me double check your hearing. Hold on. Go again?
What the fuck is that? It's not a seashell, dude.
It's fucking Chow Mein Wireless.
Did you ever see her again either? Was she like your actual girlfriend?
She was my girlfriend at that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you guys were both virgins?
We're both virgins.
Like had talked about doing it and you finally did, and it was great. That was it.
I was like, dude, there was like only 5 strokes and I was about to bust. I was like, oh, dude, I better chill out.
You opposite can. Good.
I was like, dude, and then you know what I mean? I was about to bust, but then you heard the garage door, and she goes, my daddy, and I'm like, hey.
So it
You know what I'm saying? It got interrupted.
Yeah, see the dude. Yeah.
Yeah, first time is sloppy like that.
Yeah, but ever since then, it's been raw dogging my way up.
And you have a baby.
So I had this one time, we went to a party in Orange County, fucking lit ass day, 2016, I think, 2017. We were at a party, and this girl was like, yo, I'm a lesbian, da-da-da-da-da. And that day I told my homie, like, I'm gonna change that tonight. And they're like, no, you can't do that shit. And I was like, well, see, you know, when you get the liquor courage, I opened the bathroom door, and she's there, and I was like,
Hello. Is that how it happened?
I swear to God, it happened, and then she was like, fucking, and I was like, whoa, and we were in the bathroom.
She had a jersey on and took it off, and then took off her cornrows, and then laid down.
Took them off.
No, we were in the bathroom getting.
He was about 6 feet, you know.
She
big
picked
ass
him up.
shoulders. Yeah.
You said you're getting boogie?
We were getting boogie, and next thing you know, you hear a. And I was like, we're done.
We're done.
We'll continue never.
I can't remember, but did you ever get boogie at the parties at our house, like at the.
Oh, your house, bro? I don't know. I kept blacking out.
Today's video is brought to you by Rocket Money.
Have you guys ever heard of the phrase, it's not how much money you make, but how much you save? And how much you save depends on how much you spend. And if you're like me, you spend a lot of money on a bunch of dumb things. I own a gym, and I had 2 gym memberships that I was consistently paying for 2 years. I don't know why. It ended up to a couple $100 each, so it added up to $1,000 right then and there. Wow. And then I have a couple of filters that I downloaded to use for photos that I just needed to use once, and then I am paying like $5 a month every single month for a whole year. So recently I am cleaning all of that up, and that is what Rocket Money is designed to do, to help you save and cancel subscriptions.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of 500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/off-the-record. That's rocketmoney.com/off-the-record. rocketmoney.com/off-the-record.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Your house, every fucking time I was at your house, blacking out.
Dang.
I always remember you waking up on your couch with trash can next to me. Every night.
Sounds right.
Dang.
That sounds fun. I wish I went to your parties.
I feel like
Your parties were lit.
I felt like you would have just loved people watching.
Yeah, I like people.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Alright, remember the girl I brought? We were in the hot tub. You ever remember that? She was just getting fucking butt naked.
What? The girl you brought?
I brought 2.
All I remember is that some girl was doing fire dancing, and she dropped. There was like a hoop, and she lit it on fire, and everyone was like, "Whoa!" And then she dropped it, and it rolled, and everyone was like, "Oh!"
Anyway, she was drinking too much, but in the when you're in the jacuzzi, you're hot and your blood boils more, and you get drunk faster. So what happened was she ended up like slowly taking off her clothes in front of everyone. She couldn't figure out how to close it, and I was like, "Damn it, I gotta take you to the bathroom."
Yeah,
Kind of. No, not that one. No.
that was weird.
Good times.
What about you, Anthony? I feel like it was it in UCI
Yes.
or was it pre-college?
You're a college boy?
Yeah, I was
When
college.
your flower got taken away?
Yeah. When my flower was deflowered.
When it got...
When I bled on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
She bled in the inside.
When the bird and the bee came inside your flower to get the pollen?
So I was very actually this is gonna sound very loser.
What?
I was sad about mine afterwards.
Oh, no.
Why, you were like, I didn't want to give it to her.
No, it's because I always wanted to give it to her. We were both virgins, and she was like my closest friend outside of like my school in high school, and so we knew each other in high school. I went to like her homecoming. She went to my prom,
But you guys weren't... Like,
but we just never like crossed that line.
But you
And then
did?
there was one summer where like everything started clicking. She ended up going to like school in Chicago and stuff like that for university, and I was at UCI. But she would be back, and she lived in Irvine in the summer, so we got to like connect again, hang out and whatnot. And then there was one time I invited her over to another party in Irvine, and then we were just hanging out, and then we got drunk, and then that was the night that we like finally like made out and stuff like that. And I like took her home and all this stuff like at 6 a.m. in the morning. And I didn't know if that was just like a fluke drunkenness, but then that week we ended up just like talking every day, and I was like, oh my god, like this might go somewhere, because I always had a crush on her basically, but timing was never right, and like, you know, all that stuff.
This was your 18, 19?
Just turned 19.
Is she Korean? Yeah. Ah, I knew it.
Oh, that's it. That's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, and then
Korean?
and then there was another party that was actually at our house in you've been to our apartment in our first apartment ever when I was living with Mike. In that summer, we were only living there for like 2 weeks, so we threw a party, a housewarming type thing. And then I was like, hey, we're throwing a party. And she's like, I'm down. But again, we were already talking all week, and like the vibe was different.
Wow.
She comes over, we get drunk,
Oh.
And then she pulls me into my room.
I can't take it no more. I'm so horny.
But then she was really drunk too.
Oh shit.
So I thought it was like, I was really drunk too. So like, you know, you're just kind of like, fuck it, yeah, you go. And then we went, and we like went. And I didn't know what I was doing, but we did a lot of it. And then, but then the next morning, this is when it gets really, really sad. We both wake up just butt naked, right? But then she's like not like aware of what had happened fully. And she's like, did we have sex? And that's when my like heart shattered, because I was like,
One of your most beautiful moments you ever had was
doesn't even remember.
was a did we?
Because in your memory, you're like, we fucked so good.
I feel like that's a very common story.
And you
for-
thought she was gonna wake up and go, hey babe.
Yeah.
And you're like, are we together now?
so I, you know, I was just answering honestly. I was like, yeah, blah, blah. And then we talked about it, and then she was just like, okay.
Pulled back.
Yeah, she pulled back. She's like, I gotta get going.
It's the shame, dude. I think
Yeah.
it's the shame.
Because she lost her virginity too.
Yeah.
So then she puts her clothes on, bounces, and then
Until, like,
it's not
lose it
until
and
like
not remember.
another day, like a day passes, and finally I get on the phone with her. Because I'm just like, yo, you good? You know what I mean? Finally we talk on the phone, and then just on the phone we just had like a very short but a very serious like mini heart to heart, and she was just like, hey, I think I just need some time.
Okay.
And then she had to go back to school in Chicago, and then that like,
That was it.
ended
Dude,
it.
do you think it was because she was like seeing someone over there and then she came over?
Goddamn Ken.
I don't know. Because
Just
why
bury
else
him.
would you just feel bad?
Yeah.
Right? Why would you just randomly feel bad after? Like,
Because maybe that's not how she wanted to lose it.
Like making out, and then you guys were getting closer and closer and closer. It was almost a relationship. But do you ever find out what happened?
It wasn't until like maybe a year plus later when she like came back again, and then we're like, hey, like let's link up. But like we're like significantly more mature now, that we like get together. We're like, hey, yeah, we should meet up, because you know we haven't really, we were very close at one point, and then it just kind of like dissipated. And then I remember it being so awkward for the first like 10 minutes of just, you know, like,
oh yeah.
so awkward.
So,
But she was such a cool person, so she's finally like, do you want to grab a beer? I was like, yeah. We grab a beer, we sit down, and finally we're able to talk about it. And we're like, you know, we were young, blah, 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 and we were just able to like be cool.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll tell you mine.
Shut the fuck up. Really?
Mine's like pretty simple, except for like the aftermath, what my mom did.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What a setup.
So I lost mine to my high school boyfriend. We were both virgins.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But I had always felt this like kind of like guilt, because I was just like, oh no, like now I lost it.
But we're not married.
Yeah.
And like I remember my mom always had this like open communication with me, like, hey, you can always tell me anything. You know, if it gets to that, like kind of like, you know, we'll have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
I remember the night after it happened, I went home and I was just like laying in my bed staring at my ceiling, and I couldn't go to sleep because it was just like, do I tell her? Do I not tell her?
Oh, I thought you were thinking about how good a dick was.
Right, exactly. And so I wake up my mom at like 3 a.m, and she does that like panic wake, because like
What? What do you want?
Yeah, exactly. Why do they do that?
It's like Steve's parents.
All the
What the
time.
fuck? What is it, Steve?
What's wrong?
That's a white thing for sure.
Always. Like, and
Why at 3?
because I knew that if I didn't tell her like right in this second, it was just, I was never gonna say it. Right? It was like I have to do it now,
Well,
or
yeah,
it's
'cause
never. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 a.m. It's just
harder to bring up.
Exactly. And so I remember telling her, and I don't remember specifically what she said, but I remember what she did after. Was like she contacted his mom.
Oh.
And contacted him and like made him get tested. We met at a fucking...
Make him get tested.
Yeah, well, both of us, like, did like, you know,
Oh, shit.
and then met at like a park, and was just like, okay, so like obviously this is gonna
Mutual
keep
ground, huh?
happening. right? This is exactly. Obviously, this is gonna keep happening. Like, you know, be safe, blah blah blah. Like, I just, you know, it was like very kind of like the serious, most awkward talk.
Oh my god.
And then it was just so awkward, and like we went to like dinner after with like his mom, him, my mom, me, and we're just sitting there like
So you guys fuck, huh?
so fucking awkward. And I was just like, all right, cool. And then I remember my mom was just being like, I never told your dad. Like, I don't think he probably maybe have had an idea, but like that conversation never happened with my father.
That's cool.
And yeah, good job, mom.
I mean, wow.
But I just remember like seeing his face like with the papers of like the test, like walking to the park, giving it to my mom, and me just being like,
But he's all happy. I aced it.
yeah, more sex.
Where did your mom learn that technique?
He's like, I got cosine.
You know, I never asked.
my
Mom, tell everybody in the comments.
That's like
Insanely white.
it's like a thing that you would see from like a church video about.
I feel like what Asians would do is they'll call the mom and said, they're getting married. Yeah, they're getting married.
wow.
All right. When's the engagement? All right.
Yo, son, fuck my son.
I've had Asian parents will never ask you about that.
No, they don't want it. The communication's
they
so
don't want it,
bad.
yeah.
They want to know. Yeah.
Dude, they don't even talk.
They'd be like,
never
stop joking.
felt-
Go to sleep.
I had never felt more awkward and intense in a
dude.
moment than that, and that was just always ingrained in me. So like when I think about like my first time, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to share details of my first time of the actual experience, but I just think about the aftermath. I'm just like,
Well,
what
yeah,
the
that's
fuck?
like way heavier. Of a
Way
thing.
heavier.
That's more unique of an experience.
Yeah.
Like nobody's.
Did it ruin the sex after that? Where you could no longer do it?
Or did it relieve you of like, oh, we're tested, we're clean, and they know
Oh,
we're
that's
okay.
well, yeah,
That
that's an
worked.
upside. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
So was it smart that she did that for you guys so that you can just have relief?
I guess so. I guess it was like a weight off our shoulders.
but
know?
damn,
But
have you ever met anyone else that went through that?
Fuck no.
I don't think you will.
I don't think.
I don't think
that's
there's another-
insane.
That's the smart
cool.
thing. That's the smart thing to do, though.
It's almost too mature.
If you have a daughter and you find out at 16 she wakes you up at 3 a.m., are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
But like, it's kind of funny though, right?
Like I just repeat the pattern.
Ooh, it's like
so
it's
funny.
passed down generations.
Right.
Oh
I don't know. That was just. It was a lot.
Damn.
my god, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that's some American. Fuck yeah, vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Responsible, that's what a responsible, involved mom looks like.
I don't hate it, but like for me, I would fucking melt in the chair.
Instantly, like the embarrassment of just
Can't
like.
even like.
But also, good on him for doing it and like coming and meeting my mom and like knowing that this
And
is gonna
playing,
be like.
yeah, playing along, just being part of
and
it.
then-
Yeah.
just being a part of it and just knowing.
Well, if he
like,
wants some
alright.
more, if he wants some more of that punane.
He's like, I can't believe I'm getting permission to fuck.
Is that what that is though? Is
I
it
mean,
like,
you know
are they
what?
like,
I
we
never
can't stop
thought
you?
about it in that way, but like I guess so. Like from a parent's perspective, it's more of like a, oh, I guess we can't stop them now that it's
So
already
let's at
happened.
least
So
make
at
it the
least try to
safest.
exactly.
And
That's
tell your
really-
dad. That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
And not tell your dad.
Not tell my
That's
dad.
pretty cool.
That's the
I
crazy
think
part.
to this
That's
day,
very,
my
very-
dad never knew when I lost my virginity.
He still thinks you're a virgin.
Yeah. Well, now there's no hope for him knowing. Anyways. He's not-
Yeah, Anthony.
My dad's dead, Anthony.
Yeah, but he's dead with peace of mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Yeah. He's not a ghost or anything. He went to the light.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. To the light.
Because his daughter was a virgin. Yeah.
Onward and upward.
Yeah.